a little bit about your music. I'm like so excited to get to meet you.
Well, if I could say anything about my music, I'll say it's definitely like underground. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the normal type of music. I bet a bunch of artists would say things like this. To be honest, just words can't do enough to justify what my music is like. But if I had to compare it to something, it's definitely feel good music. It's definitely great vibes. I do a lot of R&B. I do a lot of hip hop. I don't do a lot of trap music, so to speak, like street music, but I do have songs with certain elements of trap music like heavy drums, heavy bass. I'm not a very good storyteller when it comes to music, but if you know who I am personally and you may know my background, then the stuff that I talk about is definitely relatable, especially for my age range. So with that being said, yeah, I got a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't really put myself in a bracket.
So where does that vibe come from? Like, is there like a specific way that you're feeling that makes you want to do your music, or
Shoot, the first thing that comes to my head is just acknowledgement. Like I've always, when I was 2, I was adopted, and I'm not trying to like paint a picture about adopted kids or whatever, but it seems 8 times out of 10 that we as adopted kids have been dealt a pretty tough hand. You know, in some cases, in my case, I was because fortunately enough for my family, we had multiple adopted kids, which gave them a chance to collect funds, if you will, so much that they opened up a house. Like they got us a house built. But mind you, I never ever seen allowance. I never ever had my first phone until I was like 17. And it's just all that pain mixed with me becoming an artist and having a vocal point and being able to say whatever I want and express how I want. I can see the future and the success of me becoming an artist and all the pain that I went through and the struggle in my eyes. And my pain might not be pain to somebody. My struggle might not be the same struggle. But everybody just like, with God, they have their own relationship. I have my own relationship with my life. This is my life. The stuff that I choose to talk about in my music, people can choose to be a fan or they can just, turn on the next artist. And I'm so cool with myself as an artist that I'm fine with either way. Even if I was never to make it as a professional artist, I did enough myself to be at peace because I have a legacy now. You know what I'm saying? People can hear my music and get a picture of me however they want to. But if I hadn't, what would I be like? But I know I did, so here we are.
absolutely? I mean, you're definitely deserving of all the hard work that you put in. And like I tell people, just
Thank
because
you.
we ain't mainstream doesn't mean we ain't out there. It
You know
just
what I'm
means
saying?
that not everybody knows us, but a lot of people do know us. So we're good with that.
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. And like with the music stuff, like I'm so wide range with the thoughts. I even want to make my own label. My first name was called INKY Entertainment, as in Inky Entertainment, which is based off like tattoo work. As you can see, my first tattoo is on my face, and I've always been kind of obsessed with the art of tattoos, so I kind of incorporated it with the name. And INKY stands for individual not known yet. So just like you said, it's not Warner Bros. This is not Atlantic Records. This is Inky Entertainment, where even if you didn't make it as an artist, you can still leave your mark right here. You know what I'm saying? And somebody is going to be inspired. Interscope didn't pick you up, but Inky did. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. I'm
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah, how long have you been on this musical journey? How long has it been?
I started making music when I was in high school for sure. Like, I was probably 16, and I was never in sports. I wasn't in sports because I think of the conditions and circumstances. Me being an adopted child, the parents that I had, the type of parents that I had, they only wanted a few things from me, which is to go to school and do this and that. They was not really necessarily worried about me getting into extracurricular activities. So I never was in sports, which led me to be outside more often. Just messing around with people outside. I picked up the habit of smoking bud with the homies, and you know how that goes. If anywhere, like just how it happened with me in Indiana, I'm sure this happens like New York, Florida. You know, you pick up the buds, you start smoking with the homies. Somebody get to beatboxing or an instrumental come on, straight like that. Oh my god, dang, you hard, bro. Keep going. All right, and now we consistently doing this all day, every day of the year. I'm like, okay, maybe I do actually have something going on here. You know, people actually notice me for having the hardest beatbox. You know, having the lightweight lines that dang near rhyme, but kind of was off beat. Oh, you got something going though. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept going, and now here I am. I believe in 10,000 hour theory. You know what I'm saying? I done put in way over 10,000 hours. I done put in like 50,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just about a matter of time, you know. And I see this music thing as people get older, they start to lose their youthfulness and wanting to be things that are just abnormal, like an astronaut or being the president or a freaking rock star selling out stadiums. You get to the age of 25 and 30, and it's like, man, you barely got 2,000 in your bank account. You can't even make bond if you got in trouble for crossing the street, homie. Like, dang, life is tough, and it makes you feel like I can see it in people's eyes every day. Like they don't even know what they're doing here. They don't have nothing to look up to, and it's not just personal lives. This is the economy, the life that we live, the government that is running us. Everything just it's all building us up to be like, oh, I'm done. But no, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep pushing. Like the youth is my thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to look forward. We got to stand on 10 for the ones coming after us. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still really not into politics, but I understand what it means to actually be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So me.
Absolutely.
So me making music in high school just brought me a long way, and I can tell it's gonna take me even further. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna stick with it.
Because like back in the days when we were doing it on the
Yeah.
street corner, hit the bud, we throw a few things out there. Then all of a sudden it's like, fuck it, let's just throw a bucket out here. And then
Yeah.
people start passing by and they throw some money in there. Then it's like, oh, now we have enough to have a house party.
You know what I'm saying? And
So
that's what we're
it's like,
missing.
yes.
That's what we're missing right there. Like all of us, I'm sure everybody around me is down to do that. It's kind of like as an artist, you'll go to some shows locally, and there will literally be people there just standing there. Like it's not. It's kind of NPC behavior is what I'll call it. Like you're like you can watch music videos at the crib. We need some interaction, some hand claps, some woo woo, some whistles. You know what I'm saying? But what you just described is what we're missing. Somebody needs to take that initiative. Like, oh, let me go ahead and just set this right here. Maybe people will go ahead and give him some tips. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna turn around, put it right back in the position, and invest in himself, upgrade his gear, or invest in an opportunity to showcase again. You know what I'm saying? We're just missing
It's
that. There's just a few things missing that we need.
right. Like it's like the whole motivation in our youth these days has been taken away. It's like music is in house now. It's
Yeah.
like people don't do like what we used to do back in the days. Like I hardly see kids out,
Yeah.
like hitting the concerts and
Not only that, like I'm telling you, there's so many things. Like you're right too, but that also there's just too much music. It's saturated. Like there's
right.
just too much. Like some people, like I explained to you, and when I was in high school, I was doing this. I would pop my shit. You know what I'm saying? Do my little raps, and they'd be like, "Oh, that was hard." But when I think about it now, it wasn't. But now, when I think about the stuff that I'm hearing nowadays, it's more like how I was back in high school, but people find that very impressive. The simplest things will make people be like, "Oh, he's actually hard." No, bro, you need to listen to what they're talking about. If a rap song cannot sound hard with just the lyrics and no beat, that's not a hit, bro. Like if it sounds good with just the lyrics and no beat, that is a pretty good song. But okay, for example, I'm not trying to throw shade because I respect effort and I respect success. But Young Thug, my boy, my boy.
But like for instance, like Flawless, like
Hmm.
he does that play on words, which is completely amazing. So
Yeah.
like I know that he like opened up this new podcast type thing where he does some play on words,
Hmm.
and I think that's cool. And it's like that type of music is coming back.
I remember the mumble rap is what Young Thug be doing, like, and it's not really talented, you know. Like, if you was to take the instrumental off of Young Thug's music and just listen to these sounds, I know people that be like, "Oh my gosh, these sounds they're cool." But honestly, bro, when you think of the history of hip hop and how we got to where we are, that that's moving backwards, fool. Like, there's no substance in your mumble. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just sounds cool.
Because
And
we were before our time. It seems like, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying. It was
no,
like
for sure.
we were before our time. So now it's like all of the stuff that we were doing is
Hmm.
actually in play now. I mean, other
Yeah.
than the fact that, you know, like back then, I don't think that a lot of us were into that whole. I mean, we did the bee and the hoe and all that stuff a little bit, but we
Mhm.
were more like fun.
Like, if you compare and contrast like Drake and Kendrick doing their thing, like it's kind of like that. Like nowadays we see what young people like. It's been like 10 years since Drake and Kendrick started doing their thing. You know, the young people are a little older now. And I'm not saying Drake makes terrible music, but people want that Kendrick. They want that soul, they want that pain and a happy feeling at the same time. I am a sinner. Facts. How they
Right.
gonna sin again? Facts. Okay,
Right.
but you can't. Not everybody can rock with Drake. Like in the beginning, yeah, it was on some like lovey dovey like R&B stuff. But then now he's kind of like, I mean, respect to him, and I like the way that he does it. But it's just the commotion that it's causing. Like he's more of a luxurious rapper. Not everybody's gonna be able to relate to that. And comparing and contrasting that to Young Thug, like it's just like, man, the mumble rap stuff is just, I don't know. Everybody has their own. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And also, what I wanted to say is, just because we have an idea of what good music is, does not make it for us to be like, just because we liked it this way doesn't mean it's going to stay this way. So we really just need to have more respect as artists, all of us as artists, because no matter how Young Thug is doing it, he has saved people's lives, you know, through his music, even though all of his songs are not about like the best things. He does help people as an artist. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
So as far as your music, how does it relate to other people? Like how do you make it relatable? Like what is it that you're bringing to the table?
This is a great question. You know, I think about it all the time. I'm like, why do I do what I do? Other than the fact that I'm, like you said, I'm cool with these wordplay. Like I can dribble with the words. I can hook you. But the whole thing about it is, what am I talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be known for actually having songs, and I do. I do. I have a song called "Good Evening" that's going to be released here soon. Like, okay, so me being adopted and then being like I am as an artist, I bring, if people pay attention to more than just the beat and look into the lyrics, I put a little bit of everything: happiness, pain, anger, the way that I deliver, I put it all on the track. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to marketing my music, who do I want this music to be for? I think every rapper would kind of say that they want their music to be for everyone. But my music is really for outcasts, like Andre 3000 people, or Timbaland, Missy Elliott, like people that just stand out super hard, but there's nothing wrong with them standing out. It's like a, why am I not like them? And it's not a bad why am I not like them. It's just they stand out. You know what I'm saying? They emit a lot of aura that's just, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to notice that person. You don't have to acknowledge them, but that's the kind of music that I make. Like for people who aren't comfortable, you know, like shining hard, like, yeah, this is me. You know what I'm saying? You can still have that mindset though. You know what I'm saying? You can walk around like, man, I got 20 mil in my pocket. Who's gonna tell me something? But when people look at you, they only see about $50, you know, a nice casual pair of shoes, whatever. But it's the mindset, mind over matter.
Exactly.
People will listen to me talk, and you know, oh no, people will see me move and see my, you know, how I am as a person, and then when I open my mouth, it's just a totally different story. When i when i rap my music, let's hear something, bro, let's hear something. All right, boom. They're like, whoa. And it's like, I love making that a thing for people. You know what I'm saying? Like inspiring people to be like that. Like, dang, he was really ready. This guy might actually be a somebody one day. In high school, I used to hear it all the time before I was like the way I am. Don't forget about me, bro. Don't forget about me. So I'm already gassed up. I'm like, damn, you feel me? But yeah, that's the kind of people I make my music for. People who are outcasts, who feel as if they're different and they know they're different, but can't really explain it, but they know how to express it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
So yeah, so you're just one of those. You're a true artist.
Yeah.
Like you have motivation behind it. So where do you get like, let's say for instance, do you wake up in the middle of the night and just have like, oh my gosh, an epiphany? I have this song in my head. I got to do it. I
That's the
there's
funny,
no.
like that's the greatest part. I bet every artist is different when it comes to creation, but I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to me making music, like the 10,000 hour theory definitely helps. I can remember when first started making music, I would just write a lot to people's instrumentals, and if you know anything about that kind of thing, like there's nothing authentic about that. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll already have a certain mindset writing to somebody else's song. Then I came to a point where I was making my own stuff. So it made it easier for me to create my own style. And then it just built brick, brick, brick after that. Like the stuff that I've been through as a person, going
And
couch to couch. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to get your thoughts on it because I wanted to see what kind of vibe you could come with here
Hmm.
on the show. If you could just like spit something for us real quick. Could
Like
you
a
do that?
quick poetic.
Yeah, like something
Sound
like off the
poetic.
top of the dome for us.
All right, we're gonna try something here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to use a little remedy, but no remedy, you know what I'm saying? Straight acapella. Let's go. Fresh coffee with the steam. Last night, no, I'm not. I'm not in the dream no more. It's just reality. Snapping my fingers. Lights, lights, intersections, more cars. I yawn, I yawn. It's lunchtime. Where the money at? Where the money at? I'm chasing the bills while the bills chase me. No, I'm not angry, just hasty for my next dollar. You know what I mean? Snap, snap, snap.
I love that. See, that is freaking amazing. Where do we find your music? Like, what
Oh shoot.
platforms are you on?
Man, Kenpadre is on every platform and expanding. We're trying to get on Tidal, however we can make that happen. We're on YouTube, we're on SoundCloud, the unpaid for platforms. We're also on Spotify, we're on Apple Music, we're on Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff, you know. Just type in Ken Padre on Google and I'm the only one. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Straight up.
That's what's up. So I understand that you work with a management team right now.
Facts.
How
Yeah.
is that going for you?
I can't lie. It's going pretty well. I never really had management at all, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the main things that I really need. And my management team, I'm gonna have to give it to them. You know, I moved here 6 years ago. I never thought I'd be signed like having someone as a manager. I'm not signed to anyone. He's my manager, and I noticed him. This man, he young. You know what I'm saying? He young. I'm 29. My manager is freaking 19. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, I respect his hustle. I seen it since I've touched down in this state. He's one of the main people I've heard of. You know what I'm saying? He has plenty of stuff online, plenty of credentials. He's dang near at every award show. Since I've had him be my manager, he's got me a couple placements in shows, no problem. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take him, a month. Like he's got stuff lined up tomorrow if you need. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I think that's how management it should be for an artist. You know, just there all the time with presenting opportunities that will add to the foundation of me as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I really respect and I love the management. But we can keep it up, and we're gonna sell out some stadiums.
I'm excited for you. That is
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. So when you record, do you record on your own or do you actually go to a studio to record?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I do on my own because when you learn how to do everything on your own, it's like you take out the middleman. And trust me, even though you're taking out a middleman and you may be good at what you do, you can always be better. And there's always going to be someone bigger and better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty good at what I do, and I have plenty of my songs released. But I also take my little change when I can. If I know somebody can mix it better than I can, or I know my voice can sound better with a certain effect that I don't have, then I'm gonna take it to bro for a certain amount, and he gonna get me right. So yeah, I do my own stuff. but it's also expensive to, invest in yourself and go to the next person.
Oh, I agree, 100%,
Yeah.
100%.
I totally suggest like investing in your own self. Once you get all your material, you got a laptop, you got a mic, you got an interface, you got headphones. That's all you need. All you need. You done. Like that's a $10 million setup right there.
And what kind of programs do you use to record on?
I've used when I first started, I used FL Studio, which is primarily like it's a famous one like back in the day. I guess not nowadays. People use like Pro Tools, but yeah, I used to use FL Studio. But nowadays, I'm really a wizard with the freaking Ableton software. Ableton is what it's called.
Okay, that's what's up.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that. Is there like so when you do like your shows, are you traveling out like far, or is it mostly like local?
I haven't had the opportunity yet to travel. And that's what I feel like I'm behind. But success runs at its own pace. I understand, and like I said earlier, it's like you just got to be consistent and wait on that chance.
Oh,
But
I understand that.
But yeah, I have not actually had the chance to perform out of state. I
What
have
state are
traveled
you in?
Kentucky right now, but I'm from Indiana, so there's a lot of local events that go on. But yeah, I would rather. I think I'm ready for crowds like 500 and above. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm ready for. But honestly, that being said, as an artist, don't let egotistic stuff and skills get to your head. Like, be humble until your freaking chance comes, because that's not attractive to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that you are the best in the world or the county, city, whatever. Like, people don't want to rush and work to the person that thinks he's the ultimate. Like, it's not approachable.
Absolutely understandable. I agree with you 100%. Like I've been doing this for a year and
Yeah.
barely I'm going to the UK to meet the entertainers there, just barely.
And they
So
and they
it's
and they and not to cut you off, but they love freaking Americans, bro. Like,
right.
once we get over there, like, you literally you dang near hit the jackpot. It's just about how you carry yourself and how you want them to view you as an American, and, like, you know what I'm saying, all that. But once you
Right.
get over there, you in there. You feel me?
Exactly. So that's what we're doing is like when I get there, I have four entertainers already there, and
Yeah,
then some entertainers coming from Nigeria.
that would
They're
be
coming
dope.
down too, and we're
Yeah,
gonna do like a small show, sell some tickets, get
yeah.
some footage of it, and then hopefully I can get some sponsorship so that we can start bringing people from the U.S. on the tours with us. That's
Woo!
my goal for long
She
run.
cooking. Yeah, she cooking.
Yes.
Yeah, anything you need
So
me to help you with, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'm all in.
yeah, absolutely. Like I have a WhatsApp group with over 300 artists
Yeah.
from various countries because again, this is an international podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So we interview people from everywhere.
Straight up.
So we're hoping to have some, everything is in place. Hopefully everything starts to move forward come next year. So that's why I
Yeah,
love doing these interviews. So
for
if there
sure.
was a place that you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be? Like, is there like something
Yeah.
just
There's have you ever heard of there's Lollapalooza, and then what's the
that's
other one? Lollapalooza. There's one that there's like a huge show that they have. I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's when I
okay.
know that I made it. When I am on stage and I can see and hear a lot over 100 people saying my lyrics, that's when I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna put my head down and be like, man, you did it, my boy.
That's what's up.
You did it,
Heck
my boy.
yeah. Heck yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Like I can literally see you on a big stage just doing amazing things. Just the way that you speak about your music and where you're going. I can
Hmm.
I can see that you have a goal and a plan it's set in place.
No, facts. And after, like, and when it does happen, I want you to be there, like, with an email, like, straight up after you hear the news. Da da da, I got signed, blah blah blah, big tour. I want you to hit my email like, you ready for your next interview? And I'm like, hell yeah, let's get
I
it.
can't wait. I'm like
Yeah,
super excited.
hell yeah.
It has been a wonderful pleasure talking to you. I can't
Facts.
wait to see what you have coming up in the future. We'll definitely keep in touch through your management team. And I can't wait to see what you do. I mean, is there anything else that you want to extenuate on about your music and where you're going?
And I just want to let everybody know who's watching. The name that you see on the screen right here, Kenpadre. If you're looking at that, you feel me? Support now. You know what I'm saying? We need it now, not later. The time is now. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see me on stage, you're gonna see me all the way around the city, whatever. I want to be able to have a relationship with the ones in the beginning, and talk to people like how I'm feeling becoming a star, how my transitions are becoming, being how I used to be and now becoming, you know, what we're shooting for. Like I want to build relationships with people. Ken Padre on everything. You can find me on Facebook, Ken Padre, Instagram. Reach out. You know what I'm saying? If anybody want to work, I'm willing to work. Like I said earlier, I make the beats. We do everything original here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Icy. You know what I'm saying? Management team, big flex. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff cooking up. The Hercules. All right, yeah. I'm gonna just leave it at that for now. It's gonna be what we got. 2 more weeks of summer left.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Everybody get it in, because when winter time come, we still gonna be making that hot. You know what I'm saying?
With our winter coats on,
You know what I'm saying? Pally
pushing it.
pals with the minks.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to Peace Under the Sky TV too for having us. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back around.
Absolutely. Well, again, I really appreciate you for coming. You have a wonderful and a blessed rest of your day. And for everybody out there, make sure you guys go and subscribe to the channels. Make sure you guys are listening to the music and doing some supporting. Of course, we have some wonderful things coming up in the future as far as our subscribers and for our artists. So, again, I love you guys, and you guys have a good day.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Peace.